Welcome to this journey. I am so glad you are here. Right now, you might be sitting with your headphones on, or maybe your phone or computer in front of you. You are ready to learn, to grow, and to take a step toward your dream. That is the first and most important step: showing up. Welcome to a place where effort, practice, and courage matter more than talent or luck. Imagine this. You have a dream. Maybe it is to speak English confidently, to succeed at work, or to achieve something that feels far away right now. You feel excited, but also a little scared. You wonder if you are too slow, too inexperienced, or not smart enough. You compare yourself to others and feel left behind. You ask yourself, can I really do this? The truth is, almost everyone feels this way when they start. You are not alone. Every successful person, every skilled English speaker, every athlete, every worker, everyone has faced the same fear, the same doubt. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up is simple: effort. The people who reach their dreams do not always start smarter, faster, or luckier. They start by trying. They start by taking one small step and repeating it every day. Think about your own life for a moment. Maybe you have tried learning English before, but it felt too hard. Maybe you struggled with pronunciation, grammar, or remembering words. Maybe you tried for a few days and then gave up. You are not weak. You are not behind. You simply need a guide, a story, and a plan to show you how effort can change everything. This video is that guide. I will take you through a journey, a story of someone just like you, with a simple dream and no clear advantages. You will see the struggles, the mistakes, the fear of failure, and the hard days. You will also see the turning points, the breakthroughs, and the victories that happen when effort is real and consistent. You will feel every emotion, and you will learn practical lessons you can apply in your own life and English learning. By the end of this video, you will understand one clear truth: effort always wins. You will see how small daily actions, consistent practice, and courage to keep going, even when it is hard, can create real change. You will feel inspired, and you will have concrete ideas to improve your English, grow your skills, and move closer to your dreams every single day. So are you ready? Take a deep breath, open your mind, and start this journey with me. Because the path to success, confidence, and improvement begins with one step, and your effort will take you farther than you ever imagined. The first dream. You have a dream. It is small at first, maybe even quiet, but it is yours. You imagine yourself speaking English confidently, expressing your ideas clearly, or achieving a goal you have wanted for a long time. At night, when the world is quiet, you picture the moment you reach it. Your heart beats a little faster. You feel excited. You feel hope. You feel that anything is possible. But at the same time, you feel fear. You look at people around you who are already skilled, confident, and successful. You feel slow. You feel behind. You feel like no matter how hard you try, you might never catch up. Your mind tells you, maybe this dream is too big for me. Maybe I am not good enough. These thoughts are normal. Every person who has a dream feels this way at first. The question is, what will you do next? You start taking small steps. You open a book, listen to a lesson, or try to speak a few words in English. Each attempt feels tiny, almost meaningless. You might forget a word, mispronounce a sentence, or struggle to understand simple things. But every time you try, you give your dream a chance. You feel the first spark of progress. You feel the small victories when you understand something new or say a sentence correctly. These moments may seem small, but they are the building blocks of your success. Contrast this with another path. You could wait, thinking you are not ready. You could watch others succeed while you stay in the same place. You could tell yourself, I will start tomorrow, or I need to be smarter before I try. If you choose this path, your dream stays far away. It grows smaller in your mind and bigger in your fear. But if you choose effort, even tiny effort, your dream begins to move closer. At first, your dream feels fragile. One mistake, one hard day, one moment of doubt, and it can feel like everything is lost. You compare yourself with others and see their speed, their skill, their confidence. You might feel embarrassed or frustrated. You might even think about giving up. But remember this: every expert, every confident person you admire started exactly where you are now. They felt slow. They felt confused. They felt behind. What made the difference was that they kept trying. They did not let fear stop them. Your mind may tell you that success comes only from being talented or smart. But the truth is, talent without effort does not move a dream forward. You could know everything but never practice, and you would still stay where you are. On the other hand, consistent effort, even from someone with no experience or natural talent, builds skill over time. Every small step, every attempt, every mistake teaches you something. Effort becomes stronger than fear, stronger than confusion, stronger than doubt. You feel a mix of excitement and nervousness. You want to try, but the world feels hard. You are ready for the first step, but you do not know exactly where it will take you. You might feel afraid that you will fail or look foolish. This is normal. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward, even when you feel afraid. Each time you try, you become a little braver. Each time you make a mistake and continue, your dream feels a little closer. Dreams are easy. You can imagine them, picture them, and talk about them. But reality is different. The real test begins when the world becomes difficult, when you face challenges, mistakes, and setbacks. The next step in your journey is not just about dreaming. It is about taking action. Small actions, repeated every day, will test your patience, your courage, and your determination. But these actions are also what will turn your dream into reality. So, take that first step. Speak the first sentence. Write the first word. Try the first practice. Your dream is waiting. You may feel slow or behind at first, but every effort you make moves you forward. And soon, you will see that the path becomes clearer, your skills grow, and your confidence rises. The journey is not easy, but the reward is worth it. The first big struggle. You start with excitement, full of hope, ready to take your first steps toward your dream, but soon reality hits you. The first lessons feel harder than you imagined. Words get stuck in your mouth. Sentences feel strange. You try to speak English, but the words come out wrong. You listen to others and feel confused. You try to read, but the meaning escapes you. You write a sentence, and it looks nothing like what you wanted to say. This is your first big struggle. At first, you think it is temporary. I just need more practice, you tell yourself. But the mistakes keep coming. You study, but the results are slow. You try to speak, but people do not understand you. You start to feel embarrassed. You think, Maybe I am not good enough. Maybe I will never learn. The dream that once felt bright and exciting now seems far away. You feel small, lost, and frustrated. Contrast this feeling with the hope you had at the beginning. Before, you imagined speaking English with confidence. You imagined smiling as people listened to you. You imagined yourself moving closer to your dream. Now, mistakes make you want to stop. You feel the heavy weight of reality. You want to hide. You want to quit. You compare yourself with others and see their speed, their skill, their confidence. It seems unfair. You ask yourself, why is it so easy for them and so hard for me? Your mind is full of doubts. You think, I am too slow. I am too weak. I am not smart enough. You feel like giving up. Every failure seems bigger than your effort. Every mistake feels like proof that you are not capable. You feel alone because it looks like everyone else understands, and only you are struggling. The dream that once inspired you now feels like a heavy burden. But here's the truth. This struggle is normal. Every person who reaches a goal faces it. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not talent or luck. It is effort. It is the choice to keep moving, even when you feel small, even when everything seems too hard. Mistakes are not signs of failure. They are signs that you are trying. Pain is not the end. It is a signal that growth is happening. Embarrassment is temporary, but the strength you build from continuing is permanent. Think of it like climbing a mountain. At the bottom, you feel the weight of the hill, the steep path, and the long distance. You want to turn back. The path is rocky, your legs are tired, and your lungs feel heavy. You see others who seem to climb faster and wonder why it is so difficult for you. But the climb itself is the lesson. Every step, every slip, every small pause teaches you something. The higher you go, the stronger you become, and the closer you get to the view you dreamed of. You may feel small, but inside, there is a part of you that wants to continue. A small voice whispers, "Try one more time, just one more step." That voice is important. It is the start of your inner change. Even when everything feels impossible, you can take one small action, repeat a word, read a line, write a sentence. These actions may seem tiny, but they build courage. They build strength. They remind you that your dream is still alive. Contrast your fear with the small victories you might already have ignored. Maybe you learned a word today that you could not before. Maybe you said one sentence correctly, even if it was short. Maybe someone understood you when you thought they would not. These moments show that effort works, even in the hardest times. The struggle is real, but so is your ability to grow. Many people stop here. They feel overwhelmed, embarrassed, and not good enough. They quit before the reward comes. But something inside you begins to change. That small voice, that tiny spark of hope, grows stronger. You start to see that mistakes do not destroy you, they teach you. You begin to understand that pain and struggle are part of the journey, not the end of it. You are at a crossroads. You can give up, stay behind, and watch others move forward. Or you can take one more step, one more effort, one more try. This is where your story changes. This is where effort begins to grow. And soon, you will see how small changes lead to big results. The turning point. You feel lost after so many struggles. You have tried and failed. You feel tired, small, and unsure. You wonder if your dream is too big, too far, too impossible. But then something happens. Maybe it is a person, a mentor, a teacher, or a friend who sees your effort and says something simple but powerful. Effort never fails you. At first, these words seem too easy. You think, I have already tried, and I still fail. How can effort help? But something in your heart listens. It is a small seed, planted quietly, that grows slowly. You think about it again and again. Effort never fails. Not talent, not luck, not magic. Effort. You start to wonder what might happen if you really believe it. Contrast your old thoughts with this new idea. Before, your mind said, I cannot do this. I am not good enough. I will fail again. Fear was loud and strong. You wanted to hide, to stop, to quit. But now, a new thought begins to appear. I can try. I can take one more step. I can do something today, even if it is small. The fear is still there, but hope is also growing. You are not sure how far you will go, but you feel ready to move again. Imagine standing at the edge of a river. Before, you looked at it and thought, it is too wide. I will drown. But now, a mentor tells you, start with one step. Effort will carry you. You take a small step into the water. It is cold and a little scary, but you do not sink. You take another step and another. With every step, you feel more courage. The river is still wide, but your mind and heart grow stronger. Effort is your bridge. You try something again. Maybe it is speaking one sentence in English. Maybe it is reading a short paragraph. Maybe it is writing one line. At first, it is not perfect. You stumble. You hesitate. You make mistakes. But this time, your thinking is different. You no longer see mistakes as proof of failure. You see them as lessons. You see them as proof that you are moving forward. Each small action is a victory, even if it is tiny. Contrast your past effort with this new approach. Before, failure made you want to quit. You felt embarrassed and small. Now, failure becomes a teacher. It is not the end. You begin to understand that effort is stronger than fear, stronger than doubt, stronger than mistakes. This simple idea changes everything. You are learning to trust yourself, one small effort at a time. Emotion builds inside you. You feel nervous because the road is still hard. You feel scared because success is not guaranteed. But you also feel alive. You feel the power of choice. You can keep moving forward, step by step. You are no longer waiting for luck or talent. You are creating your own path. The mentor's words, effort never fails you, are not just advice. They are a promise, and you start to believe in that promise. Now, every action feels meaningful. You read one paragraph, speak one sentence, or write one word, and it matters. You see small results, and these results motivate you to continue. You start to feel your confidence grow, like a small flame becoming a bright light. You realize that the dream you thought was impossible is now closer than before. Effort is not just a tool. It is your path, your power, your way forward. This moment is the turning point. You are still afraid, still nervous, but you have changed. Your mind says, I can try. Your heart says, I will keep moving. Contrast your old self, frozen in fear, with this new self, ready to act. One small step is the start of something bigger. One small seed of belief is growing into courage, and soon these small steps will become habits, and these habits will change your life. This small change leads to a new beginning. The first struggle is still behind you, but now it has meaning. You know that every failure, every mistake, every hard day is part of the journey. You are no longer just dreaming. You are moving. You are learning. You are building strength. And the path ahead, though long and sometimes difficult, is yours to travel. Learning the power of effort. You begin to practice every day. At first, it is small, just 10 minutes of reading, one sentence spoken out loud, or a word written carefully. These steps feel tiny, almost meaningless, and sometimes you wonder if they matter. But slowly, something changes. You start to notice small progress. One day, a sentence comes out correctly. Another day, you understand a word in a book without help. These moments feel small, but they are proof that effort works. Before, your life was full of stopping and starting. You tried something new, felt frustrated when it was hard, and then gave up. You watched other people improve, and you felt left behind. But now, with daily effort, even small steps add up. The difference is clear. Slow progress every day is stronger than fast progress that never continues. The key is consistency. One day, nothing seems to happen. The next day, something clicks, and soon you begin to see real change. Imagine learning English like planting a tree. At first, you plant a small seed. You water it a little each day. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes it seems nothing grows. But if you keep watering and caring, slowly the seed sprouts. It grows roots, a stem, leaves, and then flowers. You may not see the tree grow every day, but it is growing. Effort is the water, sunlight, and care. Every small step, repeated every day, makes the tree strong. You practice speaking English every morning. You read one short paragraph before breakfast. You write a few words in a notebook. Sometimes it is hard to wake up early. Sometimes you feel tired or distracted, but you do it anyway. You feel proud after every small effort. Contrast this with your old self, who would stop after one mistake or one hard day. Now, you keep moving, even when it is not easy. The habit of effort becomes stronger than the fear of failure. Slow progress is sometimes frustrating. You want to speak fluently quickly, to understand everything at once. But real growth is like climbing stairs. You cannot jump to the top in one step. Every small step is important. Each day you practice, your skills build quietly, invisibly, until one day you notice a big change. That moment feels amazing because it shows you that every effort, even tiny, mattered. You start to see changes in other parts of life too. Waking up early gives you more time to practice. Organizing your day helps you study without stress. Speaking to someone in English, even one short sentence gives confidence. These small habits build your life in ways you never expected. Effort is not just about one skill. It changes your mindset, your routine, and your courage. You learn to keep moving, even when the path seems hard. Contrast your life now with the life before. Before, giving up was easy. Mistakes were frightening. Progress felt slow, and you thought it did not matter. Now even small steps feel meaningful. Every effort adds up. Every action teaches you something. You realize that progress is not about speed. It is about persistence. Consistent effort wins, even when it seems invisible at first. Sometimes your brain wants to stop. You feel tired. You feel like your effort is too small. You see others who seem faster and better, and doubt creeps in. But when you remember how far you have come, you see the truth. The effort you make every day is creating change. You are stronger than yesterday. You know more than last week. You are closer to your dream than before. This understanding gives you hope and energy. You see that effort is powerful. It builds skill, confidence, and courage. Every small practice, every tiny step, every day matters. You no longer fear mistakes or slow progress. You know that effort is stronger than fear, doubt, or embarrassment. Your dream is not just an idea, it is becoming real, one action at a time. But effort is not a straight road. Hard days still come. You will still face mistakes, distractions, and fatigue. You will still compare yourself to others and feel behind. The difference now is that you know the power of daily action. You know that every small effort counts. And even on hard days, that knowledge will guide you forward. The hard days return. You have been practicing every day. You have started to see progress. Words are easier to understand. Sentences are clearer. Your confidence is growing. You feel proud of yourself. But suddenly, something changes. One morning, you wake up tired. Your mind feels heavy. You do not want to practice. You feel like everything you have done is too small to matter. These are the hard days returning. At first, you try to push through. You open your book, repeat a few sentences, and listen carefully. But your mind drifts. You make mistakes you thought you had learned to avoid. You forget simple words. You speak slowly and feel embarrassed. You compare yourself with others who seem faster, smarter, or better. You wonder, am I really improving, or am I just wasting my time? The gap between your hope and reality suddenly feels very big. Contrast this with your progress so far. You have worked hard, practiced every day, and built skills step by step. Yet today, all of that feels small. Confidence drops like a wave. You feel like giving up, even though yesterday you felt strong. You feel confused, frustrated, and doubtful. It seems unfair that your hard work is not enough. You think, why now? Why do I feel this way after trying so much? Your emotions are real. You feel tired. Your brain feels heavy, and motivation disappears. You might skip a lesson, avoid speaking, or put off practice. You feel small, like your dream is far away again. But this is normal. Every journey has hard days. Every person who grows, learns, or improves faces moments like this. Hard days are not signs of failure. They are part of the path. You notice something else. Even when your confidence drops, your skills remain. You still understand more than you did last month. You still remember more words. You still speak better than before. But your feelings trick you. Fear of failure becomes louder than the progress you have made. You focus on what is wrong, not on what is right. You feel weak, even though your abilities are stronger than before. Contrast your fear with your earlier struggles. Before, every step forward was hard. Mistakes were painful. Now mistakes are familiar. You have learned to try again. You have learned that mistakes do not destroy your dream. But the hard days test you in a different way. They test patience, endurance, and your commitment. They remind you that progress is not always smooth, even when effort is real. You might try comparing yourself to others more than before. Social media, friends, classmates, they all seem faster, better, or luckier. You feel behind. You forget that everyone has their own journey. Comparison steals your confidence, making your own effort feel small. But deep down, you know that your progress is real. You have been practicing every day, building skill and courage. You just need to remember it. Even small tasks feel difficult. A sentence you could speak yesterday feels harder today. A word you remembered now escapes your mind. Your body feels tired. Your mind feels heavy. Motivation disappears like a shadow. You wonder if it is worth trying, if the dream is still possible, if your effort matters. And yet, if you pause and look back, you see a path that is growing under your steps. Every day you practiced, every mistake you corrected, every small effort has built something real. These hard days teach a powerful lesson. They show that progress is not a straight line. They show that growth includes struggle. They show that fear, doubt, and tiredness are part of the journey. And in this moment, effort becomes the greatest teacher. It teaches you patience, resilience, and trust in yourself. You begin to understand that even when confidence falls, skill grows quietly. Even when you feel small, your strength increases. Even when the day is dark, your effort builds light for tomorrow. The contrast is clear. Before, effort seemed simple and results felt far away. Now effort shows its true power. You feel weak, but you are growing. You feel scared, but you are learning courage. You feel behind, but your steps move forward. Hard days remind you that effort is not easy, but it is real, and it always counts. And this is the moment when effort becomes the greatest teacher. You learn to trust the process, not the feelings. You learn that small steps matter, even when the mind is tired. You learn that the dream is still possible, even on the hardest days. And this lesson will guide you as your journey continues, preparing you for the victories ahead. The lesson of staying consistent. You have faced hard days. You have felt tired, frustrated, and unsure. You have wanted to quit. But now, you start to see the power of consistency. You realize that small daily actions, repeated over time, are what create real change. The dream you once imagined does not grow from luck or talent. It grows from the habits you build, the routines you follow, and the effort you make every single day. You wake up early and practice English for a few minutes, even when you feel sleepy. You read a small paragraph, speak a sentence, or write a word. At first it feels tiny. You wonder, does this really matter? But slowly, these tiny actions add up. 1 week of consistent effort makes you stronger than 1 day of perfect motivation. 1 month of small steps gives you more skill than 1 day of trying to do everything perfectly. The magic is not in big actions. It is in small, repeated effort. Contrast this with working only when you feel happy or inspired. Before, you tried learning when your energy was high, when the mood felt right. On bad days, you stopped. You felt behind, weak, or lazy. Your progress was slow and you doubted yourself. But now, you learn a new truth. You do not need to feel perfect to act. You practice even when tired. You work even when motivation is low. You continue even when it is uncomfortable. This is how strength is built. Consistency teaches patience. You learn that small progress each day may not be visible immediately, but it is always happening. You notice small wins over time. A sentence that was impossible yesterday becomes easier today. Words that once escaped your mind now come naturally. Skills grow quietly, like a plant stretching toward sunlight. Each action, no matter how small, builds a foundation for your dream. Your mindset begins to shift. You no longer think, I can only succeed when I feel perfect. You understand that effort itself is enough. You trust that repeated action will lead to results. This belief strengthens your courage. You face mistakes with a calm mind, knowing that every failure is a lesson. You see challenges as opportunities to grow rather than signs to quit. You start to feel in control of your journey because you understand that your actions, not luck or fear, shape your progress. Simple routines become powerful tools. You plan your day with small, achievable goals. You set aside a few minutes to read, listen, or speak. You repeat these actions daily, even when life feels difficult. Over time, the repetition becomes a habit. Your brain stops resisting. The habit carries you forward, even when motivation fades. You no longer rely on inspiration alone. Effort becomes a natural part of your life, like brushing your teeth or waking up in the morning. Contrast this with the past, when one hard day could stop your progress completely. Before, a mistake or a busy day could break your momentum. Now you understand that consistency protects you. Even if one day is weak, the next day continues your progress. You are no longer dependent on perfect conditions. You are resilient. You have learned that your dream does not need ideal circumstances. It needs your steady effort. Consistency also builds confidence. Each small success reinforces your belief that you are capable. You notice improvements, no matter how small. Your sentences sound clearer. Your understanding grows. Your courage rises. You begin to trust yourself because you see the results of your repeated effort. You know that even on hard days, your dream moves forward. Contrast the old thinking, "I can only do it when I feel ready," with the new mindset, "I can do it even when I feel tired." The difference is enormous. You are no longer a person controlled by moods or fear. You are a person guided by steady action, daily effort, and persistence. You are stronger than you were before, and this strength is invisible to others but powerful within you. Because of this strength, a big change is coming. You are no longer only dreaming or hoping. You are moving forward, step by step, habit by habit. You have learned that consistency is not boring. It is the engine that drives your success. Every effort, repeated over days and months, builds momentum. And soon, this momentum will carry you to breakthroughs, victories, and moments that will feel impossible today, but natural tomorrow. The breakthrough. You have been practicing for months. You have faced hard days, mistakes, fear, and doubt. You have learned to take small steps, to act even when tired, and to trust effort over luck. And now, something amazing happens. One day, you notice a change. You speak a sentence in English without hesitation. You read a paragraph and understand it fully. You write something clearly, without mistakes. This is your breakthrough. At first, it feels small. You think, maybe it is just luck. But soon, you see the truth. It is not luck at all. Every word you learned, every sentence you practiced, every day you kept moving forward led to this moment. Effort, repeated over time, created real results. You feel a mix of joy and pride because you know how far you have come. The dream that once seemed impossible now feels real. Contrast this with your first days. You remember the confusion, the mistakes, the fear of speaking. You remember feeling slow, lost, and unsure. You compare it with today, when you speak, read, and write with confidence. The difference is not talent or luck, it is effort. You see how every struggle, every hard day, and every small step built the path to success. The early failures were necessary. They taught you patience, resilience, and persistence. You try new things and feel excitement. Maybe you join a conversation in English without hesitation. Maybe you finish a difficult project that seemed impossible months ago. Maybe you accomplish a goal you set quietly in your heart. The sense of achievement fills you with energy. You realize that hard work is not just about effort, it is about belief, courage, and the willingness to continue when it is hard. Emotion fills your mind. You feel proud of yourself, but also grateful for the journey. You remember the times you wanted to quit, the days when mistakes felt heavy, and the moments of fear and doubt. And now, you see that all of these struggles mattered. They shaped you, strengthened you, and prepared you for this victory. Every small action, repeated consistently, led to this moment. Effort never fails, and now you feel it in your heart. You notice a change in your mindset too. Before, you worried about mistakes, feared failure, and compared yourself with others. Now, you understand that mistakes are part of learning. You trust that effort will carry you forward. You no longer fear trying new things. You see challenges as opportunities. You feel stronger, braver, and more confident than ever before. This is the true power of persistence and effort. Contrast your current self with your first struggle. Back then, one mistake could stop you. One hard day could make you feel hopeless. You felt embarrassed, small, and unsure. Today, mistakes do not frighten you. Hard days do not stop you. Confidence has grown alongside skill. Courage has grown alongside effort. And this transformation is even more valuable than the breakthrough itself. The breakthrough is not only about completing a project or speaking confidently, it is about the meaning behind it. You realize that you are capable of more than you imagined. You understand that progress comes slowly, but it always comes. You see that effort builds strength, courage, and belief. You understand that every small step, repeated over time, leads to remarkable results. The victory is proof, but the journey is the lesson. You share your success with others, and their reactions remind you of your journey. They see your progress and may even feel inspired. But you know that the real reward is not their praise, it is your growth. You have learned to trust yourself, to take action, and to keep moving even when the path was hard. You have learned that effort is stronger than fear, stronger than doubt, and stronger than the temptation to quit. And yet, this is not the end. The breakthrough feels amazing, but the story is bigger than one success. The real lesson is not just reaching a goal, it is understanding why you reached it. Effort created this moment, courage carried it, consistency built it, and now you are ready for the next chapter of your journey. But the story is not only about success, it is about the meaning behind the success. You are learning that every struggle, every hard day, and every tiny action matters. You are learning that effort is the foundation of all growth, and that your dream is always possible when you continue to move forward. Why effort always wins. Think about why some people achieve their dreams while others do not. Is it only talent, luck, being in the right place at the right time? Sometimes it seems that way. You see someone who is naturally smart, strong, or fast, and it looks easy for them. But the truth is different. Effort is the real key. Talent alone is not enough. Skill built through consistent effort always wins. Effort creates confidence. Every time you practice, try, and move forward, your mind learns that you are capable. You begin to trust yourself. You speak a sentence in English with courage, finish a difficult task, or complete a small goal, and you feel proud. Confidence grows slowly, like a tree. Talent without practice may make a person start fast, but without effort, confidence does not grow. Effort teaches you that you can rely on yourself. Discipline is another gift of effort. When you show up every day, even when tired, distracted, or scared, you train your mind and body to keep moving. You learn to follow routines, respect your time, and work steadily. Talent alone cannot create discipline. A person may be smart or gifted, but without practice, habits, and repeated action, their potential does not grow. Discipline built through effort becomes a superpower. Patience comes with effort too. Progress is slow and growth is quiet. You may not see results immediately, but if you keep trying, step by step, small wins appear. Language learners, athletes, students, and workers all know this. They know that patience is part of the journey. Those who give up too soon, relying only on talent, often fail. Those who persist, using effort, achieve success over time. Patience and persistence are inseparable from effort. Effort also builds a strong mind. Hard days, mistakes, and failures teach you resilience. You learn that challenges are not walls to stop you, but lessons to guide you. You feel fear and doubt, but you keep going. You face embarrassment and fatigue, but you act anyway. Each small action strengthens your mind, like lifting a weight for your muscles. A strong mind is what carries you through life when talent or luck alone cannot help. Think of students who study for exams. Some are naturally quick learners, but they do not review lessons or practice. Others study every day, even for a short time, and review, revise, and repeat. The disciplined students who practice consistently often get better results than the talented ones who rely only on ability. Effort beats talent when effort is consistent and real. Workers show the same lesson. A new employee may start slow, unsure, and inexperienced. They learn from mistakes, ask questions, and practice skills daily. Over time, they become more skilled, faster, and reliable than someone who started with experience but stopped learning. Effort builds competence and respect. Talent without effort does not last. Athletes also show this truth. A natural player may have skill, speed, or strength, but without daily practice, training, and repetition, they do not reach the top. Players who train consistently, even without natural talent, improve steadily. They build endurance, technique, and confidence. Eventually, effort can make them stronger than the naturally gifted. Skill built by practice is unstoppable. Language learners like you understand this well. One person may have a gift for pronunciation, but without speaking every day, listening, reading, and writing, they do not improve much. Another learner, less talented at first, practices consistently, learns one word at a time, and speaks daily. Slowly, fluency appears. Effort wins over natural talent because it creates real, measurable progress. Look back at your own journey. You started with a small dream, little skill, and fear of failure. You struggled, felt embarrassed, and faced hard days. But you kept going. You practiced every day, even when tired. You learned from mistakes. You trusted effort over luck. And now, you have reached milestones that once felt impossible. Your confidence, patience, discipline, and strength all grew from your consistent action. This is why effort always wins. Contrast your story with someone who relied only on talent. They may have started faster, felt confident at first, and achieved some success quickly. But without repeated action, without facing challenges, without building habits, their progress slows or stops. Effort, repeated consistently, always overtakes natural talent in the long run. So, the lesson is clear. Effort builds skills, character, and resilience. It transforms dreams into reality. Talent alone is not enough. Luck alone is not enough. Effort always wins. It is the bridge between your dream and your reality. It is the tool that strengthens your mind, builds your habits, and creates your success. So now, let's end this journey with a message for your life. Final message. You have traveled a long journey with me. You have seen the struggles, the mistakes, the hard days, and the moments of doubt. You have felt the fear of failure and the embarrassment of trying something new. But through every step, one truth has remained clear. Effort is your superpower. It does not matter where you start, how old you are, or what level of English you know today. What matters is that you keep moving, keep practicing, and keep trying, day after day. Think about who you are right now. Maybe you feel slow, unsure, or behind. Maybe you forget words, make mistakes, or feel embarrassed when you speak. Maybe it seems easier to give up or wait for luck. These feelings are normal. They do not define you. They are only part of your journey, not the final story. Every small effort you make is building the person you are becoming, the confident, skilled, and brave version of yourself who never gives up. Contrast who you are today with who you can become. Today, a single sentence in English may feel difficult. Today, one small mistake may shake your confidence. Today, hard days may make you want to quit. But imagine yourself a few months from now. Imagine speaking clearly, understanding more, reading comfortably, and writing without fear. Imagine feeling proud of your progress, feeling strong, and trusting yourself. That future is possible because of the effort you take today. Every small action, every minute you spend learning, adds up to transformation. Effort is not just a habit, it is your superpower. It gives you control over your growth. It turns mistakes into lessons and struggles into strength. Effort allows you to move forward even when life is difficult, even when motivation is low, and even when others seem faster or better. Effort is the tool that turns your dreams into reality. Every sentence you speak, every word you learn, every small action you take is proof that effort always wins. You can apply this superpower to English learning, life skills, work, or any goal you have. Speak one sentence today, read one paragraph, write one word, practice just a little each day. Over time, these small steps build confidence, courage, and skill. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be the fastest or the smartest. You only need to continue, little by little, day by day. Your effort will move you forward, even when it feels invisible. Look back at your journey in this video. You have seen the first dream, the first struggle, and the hard days that challenged you. You have learned the turning point, the power of daily effort, the strength of consistency, and the breakthrough moments that reward persistence. Each of these steps shows a simple truth. Consistent action changes everything. Your journey is proof that progress is built slowly, steadily, and courageously. Imagine your life in the future if you keep applying this truth. You wake up, practice a little, and speak a sentence with confidence. You read, listen, and write every day, slowly improving. You face challenges, make mistakes, and continue anyway. You start to see growth in your English, your skills, and your confidence. You feel proud, strong, and motivated. This future is not a dream. It is possible because effort never fails. Contrast this with the life you avoid by taking action. If you wait for motivation, luck, or talent, your progress slows. You stay stuck, frustrated, and unsure. Mistakes feel frightening. Hard days feel like walls you cannot pass. Without consistent effort, your dream moves further away. But by choosing action today, you choose growth, strength, and progress. You choose to become the person you imagine. You choose your future. This is why your daily actions matter. Every small step counts. Every effort, no matter how tiny, builds skill, courage, and confidence. Mistakes are not failures, they are lessons. Hard days are not obstacles, they are teachers. Your growth depends on what you do today, tomorrow, and every day after. Effort is the bridge from who you are now to who you can become. I want you to remember one thing clearly. No matter your age, your background, or your English level, you have the power to improve. You have the ability to grow, to learn, and to succeed. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to try. You only need to show up. Every action matters. Every moment of effort builds your future. You are stronger than you think. Your progress is real. Your dream is possible. So, take a deep breath and commit to your effort today. Speak one sentence, write one word, read one paragraph, or listen to one lesson. Do it every day. Practice even when you feel tired, even when motivation is low, even when mistakes happen. The small, consistent steps are what create lasting change. This is your superpower, and you can use it right now. Your journey is just beginning. You are capable of amazing things. You have learned that effort builds confidence, discipline, patience, and a strong mind. You have seen it in your own growth. You have felt it in the breakthroughs that reward persistence. And now, it is your turn to take action, to keep learning, and to continue growing every day. Your effort will take you far. Keep going. Keep practicing. Keep believing in yourself. Every small step moves you closer to your dream. And remember, effort never fails. You are capable, you are strong, and your journey is only getting started.